Energy economics is the hidden system that dictates how your body redistributes the power you save through semen retention. You stop wondering where the energy goes and start understanding the biological accounting that turns your stored seed into physical and mental wealth. Most men live in a state of constant energy bankruptcy, spending their most valuable resource on a few seconds of pleasure. When you retain, you create a massive energy surplus. This surplus doesn't just sit idle. It follows a strict economic law of redistribution, moving from your reproductive system into your brain, muscles, and nervous system to fuel your evolution. To understand energy economics, you must view your body as a high-stakes investment portfolio. Your sexual energy is your primary capital. When you release frequently, you are liquidating your assets for zero return. When you retain, your body begins a process called internal reinvestment. The nutrients and bioelectricity once earmarked for sperm production are diverted to higher functioning systems. This is why you feel a surge in motivation and cognitive power. Your biological bank has finally cleared its debts and is now investing in the growth of the individual rather than the creation of a new organism. The first department to receive this surplus energy is your nervous system. Your nerves require high amounts of phospholipids and minerals to maintain the myelin sheaths that insulate them. In a state of depletion, your nervous system is frayed, leading to anxiety and slow reaction times. Retention acts like a massive infrastructure project for your internal wiring. You develop a calm intensity because your nerves are literally better insulated and more efficient at conducting bioelectrical signals. This is the biological foundation of the groundedness that others sense in your presence. Next, the energy moves into the endocrine system, specifically affecting your androgen receptors. Energy economics dictates that a surplus of resources allows for a sensitivity upgrade. When your body isn't stressed by constant replenishment, it becomes more sensitive to testosterone. This means you get more bang for your buck from the hormones you already have. You aren't just producing more power. You are becoming more efficient at using it. This increased hormonal efficiency is what drives the fat loss, muscle gain, and skin clarity associated with the practice. The brain is the most expensive organ in terms of energy consumption, and it is a primary beneficiary of retention economics. The glucose and oxygen that were once diverted to the metabolic tax of ejaculation are now available for higher-order thinking. This creates the mental clarity mentioned in the 7 pillars. You find that you can solve complex problems with less effort because your cognitive budget has been doubled. You are no longer spending your brain power on the hunt for sexual release. You are investing it in your career, your craft, and your legacy. We must also consider the emergency fund of your immune system. In the economics of the body, survival always comes before luxury. If you are constantly depleted, your immune system operates on a shoestring budget. Retention provides the surplus needed to fortify your defenses. You notice you get sick less often and recover from injuries faster. This is because your body has redirected its construction crews from the reproductive organs to the repair and maintenance of your physical structure. You are literally building a more resilient machine with the capital you saved. Energy economics also explains the social gravity phenomenon. In any marketplace, the one with the most resources has the most influence. When you walk into a room with a full tank of energy, you are broadcasting wealth. Not necessarily financial wealth, but biological wealth. People are instinctively drawn to those who have a surplus because it signals competence and health. Your presence becomes more expensive to others. You stop begging for attention because you have the liquidity to remain silent, which paradoxically makes you more attractive. There is a concept of energy leakage that every retainer must manage. If you have a high income, but even higher expenses, you are still poor. Similarly, if you retain but spend all your energy on anger, scrolling, or stress, you are still energetically broke. This pillar of mastery is about plugging the leaks. You learn to guard your attention as fiercely as you guard your seed. By minimizing useless expenditures of energy, you allow the compounding interest of your attention to grow, leading to the massive shifts in presence and power that occur after longer streaks. Transmutation is the currency exchange of energy economics. It is the process of taking the raw, low-level energy of sexual desire and converting it into high-level creative or physical work. Without transmutation, the energy builds up like a pressurized steam engine. If the steam has no work to do, it will eventually blow a valve resulting in a relapse. By giving the energy a job, whether it's building a business or training for a marathon, you are completing the economic cycle. You are turning biological potential into tangible, real-world assets. The IOI, or return on investment of retention, becomes visible in your physical carriage. A man who is broke moves with a certain desperation. A man who is wealthy moves with ease. Retention gives you biological wealth that manifests as a relaxed, upright posture and a steady gaze. You move through the world like a man who has money in the bank. This ease is the result of knowing that your accounts are full. You have the energy to deal with any threat and the resources to pursue any opportunity that comes your way. As you progress, you will notice that your operating costs decrease. Because you are more efficient, you need less sleep, less food, and less external stimulation to feel good. This is the ultimate goal of energy economics, to become a high-output, low-maintenance man. You are no longer a slave to external refueling. You have an internal power plant that runs on your own conservation. This independence is the foundation of true masculine freedom. You are the master of your resources, and therefore the master of your fate. The dark energy shift discussed in earlier topics is also an economic phenomenon. It is the energy of containment. In economics, scarcity creates value. Because you are not spending your energy on everyone and everything, your energy becomes scarce and valuable. When you finally do choose to speak or act, it carries a weight that others cannot match. You are a high-value man because you have high reserves. This scarcity makes your presence magnetic, as people subconsciously want to be near the source of such concentrated power. In conclusion, semen retention is the most effective way to fix your internal economy. It moves you from a state of deficit to a state of abundance. By understanding that your energy is a finite resource with specific biological costs, you become a better steward of your life. You stop leaking, start investing, and begin to see the compounding rewards in your health, your mind, and your social standing. Your seed is the gold standard of your vitality. Don't trade it for pennies when it could buy you the world. If this video gave you real value, tap the thanks button. Your support helps me keep creating deeper content like this. Every thanks is a spark that keeps this mission alive. Your support means more than you know. Real wisdom deserves real energy. Drop a thanks to fuel the next level. The path of the retainer is the path of the wise investor. You are playing the long game. While other men are spending their lives for a moment of relief, you are building an empire of energy. This empire will sustain you in your old age, empower you in your youth, and define you as a man of consequence. The economics are simple. Conserve your capital, reinvest in yourself, and watch your power grow beyond your wildest imagination. Your future self is counting on the investments you make today. Remember, every day you retain is another deposit into the most important account you will ever own. The world is built by men with surplus energy. The leaders, the creators, and the warriors are all men who learned how to manage their internal fire. By mastering energy economics, you join their ranks. You are no longer just surviving. You are thriving. You are no longer just a man. You are a powerhouse of directed intent. Guard your treasure, invest it wisely, and let the world feel the weight of your presence. Next pilar of semen retention coming soon, So subscribe and select the bell icon to get notification on our next update. Have a powerful day.